Fine, I'd like to write some of my weekly thank you notes. Real quick, is that cool?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright. Thank you, pencil sharpeners, for always making a good point.
They really do make good points.
They do. I mean, that's not wrong.
Thank you, Rylan, for not releasing your fight video.
Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, for real.
Thank you, Coach O, for actually teaching my history class. Not to name any names.
Coach Thomas. Nope. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Patterson, for blinding me every time I look at your forehead.
It's like a freaking sun.
It really is.
Thank you, Greek city-states, for not letting women step outside of the house. Could you imagine how
Thank
bad that
goodness.
would be?
Too bad we don't have that today.
This is why we have Hillary Clinton.
Okay. Thank you, Athens, for letting us have these stupid jokes.
What stupid jokes?
Here's one. Why should you never get a hamburger in Athens?
Why?
They're always way too greasy.
Stupid. Now let's talk about some of them city-states.
Yeah, well, city-states are the community structures of ancient Greece.
Every city-state is structured with an urban civilization in the inner regions and the more sparse country-type setting on the outside.
Kind of like Wichita Falls.
Yeah.
Well, did you know most citizens in a city-state didn't want to go by being called Greeks, but by their city-state names?
Strange, but makes sense. I guess some city-states hated each other.
That makes sense why so many wars happened between them.
Speaking of wars, have you been kidnapped?
No. Have you been keeping up with the debates lately?
Yes, I actually have. They got pretty intense.
What else is intense?
What?
Trump's dance moves.
Sheesh! I saw him vibing to the YMCA song.
Yeah, let's play the clip.
Play it! That clip was hilarious.
It really was.
Yeah, Trump was like,
He was going like, YMCA.
yeah, he was getting into it. That's my president right
Well,
there.
the Greek area is very mountainous, so Greece have many separate city-states.
Fun fact,
What?
a city-state is also known as a polis.
Yeah, well, let's get back to what I was saying. Because of the separation of the Polish regional conflicts were a heavily occurring thing.
Yeah, I see. Like how one polis would think that they own a piece of land, but so does the other polis, so then they start a fight.
Exactly.
Some of the most important city-states are Athens, Sparta, Thebes, Delphi, and Corinth.
Well, time for a commercial break.
Commercial break. As you can see, these are Oakleys. They are very expensive, so don't mess with them, but you can buy your own. We are proud sponsored by Coca-Cola.
The men on buffaloes actually did not think of themselves as Greek, but as citizens of their separate states.
Speaking of guys on a buffalo, roll the clip.
Bags, guess what? I'm on a buffalo. A guy on a buffalo. Hey bear, bet you didn't know you was chasing a guy on a buffalo. Look out, just watch him go.
Guy on a buffalo. Okay, never mind. Okay, start over. Cut! Guy on a buffalo. Enough of that. Alright. Even though there were 1,000 city-states, each of them all ruled themselves.
That's crazy. Also, every city-state was known for something different, too.
Yeah, like how Delphi was known for the main spiritual center of all the city-states.
And how Sparta was known as the militaristic center.
Exactly.
Your mom.
Okay, next topic.
Well, you know about the Parthenon, right?
Not really, what is it?
Parthenon was a marble temple, which was built on the highest part of Acropolis.
Seems pretty important.
I guess.
Meow. Meow.
Excuse you, but we're trying to do a podcast.
But you meowed back at me.
Well, I couldn't just leave your meow unattended.
You're right.
Back to the point. Okay. About the Parthenon. The Parthenon was very important because it was the center of religious life in Athens.
Yeah, Also, the Parthenon symbolized power, wealth, and elevated culture in Athens.
Yes, the Parthenon was very extravagant and extra.
I see. I guess that's why it symbolized wealth.
Exactly.
The construction of the Parthenon actually started in 447 BC and lasted all the way to 1687, when it was partially destroyed.
How was it destroyed?
Crazy story, in fact. A man fired one shot into the Parthenon and made the luckiest shot of his life. Yeah. He got a direct hit into the powder magazine and exploded, causing a lot of damage to the inside of the Parthenon.
That's crazy.
I know, right? That man can hit a bullseye, but Andrew can't even hit a deer.
How far away was it?
30 yards. I missed
Yeah.
twice. Commercial break!
Just putting together to Drac. As you can see, my helmet, we've got the Beast. We are proud to sponsor by Chevrolet. They are the ones who hooked us up with this sick vehicle called the Beast. And in case you're wondering, after the commercials, I do feel better in my back. The hospital told me that I didn't have any injuries. I just shattered my back.
If you got a problem, whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, 2020.
Have you ever been to Vegas?
Actually, I have.
Well, you know the Luxor?
Yeah.
Well, although it wasn't an actual pyramid like in Vegas, it was still an important temple in Thebes.
Well, when I was there, I never thought about it like that. But I do know an actual model of Luxor is at the main entrance with 2 obelisks.
Speaking of obelisk, one of the 2 is now located in Paris.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Well, the Luxor Temple is a large ancient Egyptian temple complex located on the east bank of the Nile River. In the city today known as the Luxor, which is in ancient Thebes, was constructed approximately 1400 BCE.
Also, in the Egyptian language, it is known as Ipit Rasit, the Southern Sanctuary.
Interesting.
Well, that's all we got for you guys.
Alright, give it up for Andrew! That's me. Give it up for Caleb, and give it up for Caleb's truck making it over here without breaking down.
Thank you, folks. Thank you for coming. Have a great night, everybody.
Extravagant and extra.
Down! Start again!
Scroll down. We are.
Start again!
We already did this part.
It takes 2 seconds to
Hey.
cut something.
We're cutting.
It takes 2 seconds to cut something. Got on a buffalo. Okay, never mind. Okay, start over. Cut!
Excuse you, but we're
Cut!
trying to do a podcast.
Cut!
I'm not cutting that.
Yes, you are. Just make it into a blooper. Let's do a blooper reel at the end. If you guys don't mind, I'd like to get some thank you music. Start. I had it open.
Is that what I need to do?
Hold
Whoa.
on.
Is that what I...
Oh, la.
Just go.
I hate you, bro. Why do you have a Sonic drink in here? Get that out of here. An urban civilization.
In the inner regions. And what even are we doing?
Hey, that clip was crazy, wasn't it?
Oh heck yeah, bro.
Oh, heck yeah.
Dude.
Trump was getting it.
Well, the Greek area is very mountainous, So Greece had many separate cities.
Fun fact: a state is fucking.
A fun.
Okay.
Hey, when are you
Okay.
That clip was hilarious.
It really was, because Trump was getting.
Stop. It would look stupid with me sitting down halfway through my sit. That clip was hilarious.
For real, it really was.
Yeah.
Trump was going like,
Yeah. He was like, "Let's build a wall."
YMCA.
Stop. Cut.
Okay.
That
Okay.
was stupid.
Well, the Greek area is very mountainous.
Cut.
So Greece had
Stop,
many
stop.
separate cities.
That clip was hilarious.
It really was.
Yeah, he was getting into it.
It was just going like YMCA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was getting it.
Well,
But-
the Greek area is very mountainous. So Greece had many separate cities. States.
Fun fact: the city-state is also known as a polis.
Well, yeah. Well, let's get back to what I was saying because I'm more important. Because of the separation of the polis, regional conflicts were heavily occurring thing. Your turn.
We have a lot of cutting out of this clip to do. That sounds so bad. It sounds so cringy. Yeah, but like back to like
Okay,
what I was saying.
Okay, just leave it.
All right.
It's your part now.
Did you see that?
No, oh my god, I'm ending this. Oh.